Hello, my sparks. Today's video is about yet another ambiguous phrase I want to introduce to you, and that phrase is that which resists. It is intentionally ambiguous and is effectively a summary of the Serenity Prayer. The Serenity Prayer, if you remember, is, "Most High, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference." It's a really good phrase, but using it in everyday conversation isn't really that great. Like, oh, well, you just need the Serenity Prayer. Well, that doesn't sound very cool. That doesn't sound very fun to say out loud. But that which resists, well, try this on for size. Every day, I wake up and battle a sacred battle against that which resists. Doesn't that sound cooler? Doesn't that sound so much more fucking epic? Because it's the truth. It is the truth. Every day, you and I wake up in these spiritual streets and we battle that which resists. And when I say I am battling that which resists, you know at a very high level of that which I speak. You may not know the details, but you know that I'm talking about a spiritual battle, a spiritual obstacle, a spiritual adversary. And every day I wake up riding with the Most High in the epic and ongoing struggle against that which resists. Are you with me? Are you with me? Will you battle that which resists with me? Because it's a piece of language that's just, aside from it sounding really cool, it's ambiguous, right? It helps us speak to each other about whatever details might be befuddling our lives and screwing with our spirits without having to give away the details. Especially if you're the kind of person like me who's a little into tarot and likes the description of energies far better than the detailed expressions of that which is material, right? You can describe the spiritual energetics of things, and then you can describe the material outcome of those spiritual energetics, and the two are the same, yet it's much easier to speak in spirit and keep the details to yourself if you want to maintain some sense of privacy, yet want to have a spiritual conversation with a stranger. Because that is one of my goals. And I think it should be everybody's goal. I want to be able to have ambiguous as hell spiritual discussions in the streets with random strangers, look them in the eye and be like, brother, I see you. Star brother, star sister, I see you. And I can look upon you and maybe you give a little something to me and I give a little something to you. A reciprocal relationship. That way that you are the Most High. I am the Most High. We are the Most High. This place is the Most High. And we can reciprocate love to each other. This place is supposed to be full of love, is it not? Is it not? And when I look around with the right eyes on, it is. Yet, a lot of us know for a fact that we are in the midst of some massive spiritual struggles on this planet, in this realm, on this plane, whatever language you want to use. I'm loose with it. I do not like specifics. I like speaking in generalities that I can feel, right? I know a lot of people are not going to resonate with these statements, but I think a lot of people are. And I think a lot of people actually do know exactly and precisely what I'm talking about. 4:16. Don't know why I called that out. 16:20. So, yeah, that's basically it. That which resists is effectively a summation of the Serenity Prayer. So, if you want to use something that's really cool, that sounds awesome in your mind, why don't you get in those comments and tell me that which resists. Describe to me your struggles in ambiguous spiritual terms. Tell me about that which resists you. Is it an energy? Is it a thing? Is it an adversary? A foe? A friend? What resists you? What resists you? Every day we need to discover this, and that is that which resists is a little bit more superior than the Serenity Prayer, actually. Because the Serenity Prayer says the wisdom to know the difference. But the phrase, that which resists, it kind of encompasses, if we're not getting too pedantic on the phrase and saying, well, you didn't say it's that, okay. For those who are getting pedantic, read between the lines, pull up a little bit. So let's go back down to the Serenity Prayer really quick and tear this thing apart for a second. Most High, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There is something that is missing in there, which is, how do I even know? How can I have the wisdom to know the difference when I don't even know what's resisting me? Sometimes that which resists is a mystery, right? The Serenity Prayer doesn't really tell you how to go about finding that. But when you use the phrase, that which resists, you should be waking up in the morning with that energy that says, I will battle all that resists. But you keep that all inside. At any rate, I hope this message finds you well. I hope you found some benefit to this, because I'm trying to lay out some language towards my future videos. So for those of you who are keeping up, or for those of you who end up reading my other videos later and come back to this one in order to get some kind of explanation of what the hell is he talking about? I mean, I think a lot of people really get it, but I bring a certain kind of energy to the situation, which I thought needed to be clarified a little. Well, I don't know. Maybe just an excuse to cut some videos and put them online. At any rate, my sparks, I love thee. I love thee all. Have a great day.